Well, Mankato, North Mankato Area Planning Organization, also known as MAPO, has a tentative plan for the next 20 years for local transportation. MAPO held an open house downtown in Mankato this evening with the goal of providing the public a look into the next 2 decades of transportation planning. Whether you're walking, riding your bike, riding the bus, or driving, MAPO has a plan for all of it. Associate Director of Transportation Planning, Sean Schlusser, says there are a few points of focus going ahead.
Making sure that our roadways and intersections operate at the appropriate rate that they should, making sure that our sidewalks are ADA accessible and that our community has the ability to be mobile.
Schlusser says you can find all that information at their website, as well as the ability to provide feedback. A local college is using their education program to raise local literacy rates. Bethany Lutheran College operates a literacy clinic, allowing their education students a chance to help community members who struggle with illiteracy. The program is free to the community and members receiving help, and organizers of the program say making programs accessible is the first step in chipping away at a literacy rate far below what they want to see in the community.
The first part is the free part, and that was really important to me, that we provide this for families for free. We don't want money to stand in the way of a child learning to read.
The program is free to students K through 12, and families interested can learn more at this story on KEYC.com.